Superstar guard Luka Doncic has widely been predicted to go down as one of the greatest players of all time, but Los Angeles Lakers legend Robert Horry is unwilling to crown the Slovenian just yet. During his appearance on the Travis and DeMarco show, Horry explained why he never ranked Doncic as a top 5 player of all time, citing his inability to play defense. "No, Luka would never make that top 5 players list," he said. "I love Luka's game, but I'm old school. You've got to be able to play defense for me. I love Luka's game, but look at guys like MJ, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Hakeem Olajuwon, Tim Duncan, LeBron James, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. All these guys, to me, played on both ends of the court." Horry said that, unlike in other sports, he measures greatness in basketball based on a player's ability to excel on both ends of the floor. Lack of defense a problem. Horry then compared Doncic to James Harden and Stephen Curry, 2 other generational talents who have never made an all-defensive team. "Don't get me wrong, you got great players like Steph, Luka, James Harden, they're great players, but this is my list, and I look at basketball totally differently. Everybody says I'm just old school, but no, I want you to be great on defense. Think about Kobe and MJ, they were great on the defensive end. That's why they're considered the best of all time. Look at LeBron, who's great defensively. That's why you jump into that upper echelon, that MT Rushmore, when you can do it on both ends." To Horry's point, Doncic was a disaster defensively for the Lakers during their first-round playoff series loss to the Timberwolves earlier this year. Doncic was blown past more than a dozen times in the series elimination game against Minnesota as his lackluster defense became a topic of discussion. Not impressed by weight loss. This isn't the first instance of Horry throwing shade at Luka Doncic. After the Men's Health article that detailed Doncic's weight loss, Horry told the Dan Patrick Show that he was unimpressed by the Lakers' star's physical transformation. "I don't care about his Luka weight," Horry said. "You need to get him in a gym and teach him how to play defense. That's the thing, because you can give someone 40, but if you're giving up 35 on the other end, those 40 points don't mean anything." Horry argued that Doncic could become a good defender if he truly put in the effort, as opposed to the notion that the Slovenian's lack of athleticism was holding him back. "It's about wanting to," said Horry. "He has never had to, because he's always had people behind him to erase his mistakes." Doncic's lack of defense was cited as a significant reason the Dallas Mavericks surprisingly moved him to the Lakers ahead of the 2025 NBA trade deadline. Shortly after the trade, Mavs GM Nico Harrison explained why he had no regrets about moving his longtime franchise star, less than a year after he helped them reach the NBA Finals. "But our philosophy, like I said, going forward is defense wins championships, and we're built on defense. And this trade cements us for that," he said via ESPN. "I'll say this again, defense wins championships," Harrison stressed. Doncic will have a chance to prove Horry, Harrison, and other naysayers wrong in the 2025-26 NBA season. His Lakers enter the season with the 7th shortest odds to win the NBA championship, per ESPN. Los Angeles Lakers star Luka Doncic made more Eurobasket history Sunday, and this time, it came with a victory. Doncic delivered a triple-double of 26 points, 10 rebounds, and 11 assists to carry Slovenia past Belgium, 86-69, for its first win of the tournament. The victory kept Slovenia's knockout round hopes alive after a difficult start that included losses to France and Poland. For Slovenia, the performance was a much-needed response. The team entered the tournament as a question mark after failing to medal in the 2023 FIBA World Cup and dropping 5 of their 6 warm-up games this summer. Doncic's brilliance gave them renewed belief that a deep run is still possible. Rare triple-double. Doncic joined an exclusive club by posting just the 5th triple-double in Eurobasket history. The others, Stojko Vrankovic, 1993, Tony Kukoc, 1995, Rares Mandake, 2017, and Mateusz Panitka, 2022. It also added to a growing list of milestones for the 26-year-old. Against Belgium, he surpassed 400 career points, 100 assists, and 100 rebounds in Eurobasket play. He reached those marks in only 19 games, the fastest of any player in the 21st century. At 26 years and 184 days, Doncic became the youngest since France's Tony Parker in 2007, 25 years, 122 days, to reach the 400-point plateau. Less than a day earlier, he had already etched his name into the record book by setting the single-game Eurobasket record for most free throws made in Slovenia's 103-95 loss to France with 19. Coach, that's just what Luka does. Slovenia coach Alexander Sikilic said he is no longer surprised by Doncic's ability to deliver historic performances while keeping his focus on the team. That's just what Luka does, Sikilic told Slovenian reporters. I only noticed after the game that he had recorded a triple-double, but what impressed me more was his approach. He never underestimated anyone and was locked in from the first to the last second. The coach emphasized that Doncic's leadership goes beyond numbers. The most obvious thing about Luka is that he is extremely positive and motivated, Sikilic said. He constantly encourages the other guys, even in bad moments. Luka doesn't care about individual numbers. He wants to lead a winning team, not just collect statistics. Slovenia in control. Belgium opened the scoring with the game's first basket, but Slovenia quickly took charge and never looked back. They led 16-10 after the first quarter and extended the margin steadily behind Doncic's playmaking. Outside of Doncic, 9 more Slovenians scored in the win. Guard Klemen Prepelic added 12 points and 5 assists, while Leon Sturger added 9. Doncic also collected 3 steals, underscoring his all-around impact. Belgium's Andy van Vliet led his team with 15 points, but Slovenia's balanced attack and Doncic's control of the tempo proved too much. What's next? The result moved Slovenia to 1-2 in Group B, where every win matters. To reach the knockout round, they will likely need to sweep their final 2 games. Slovenia faces Iceland on September 2nd, followed by a crucial showdown with Israel on September 4th. Iceland remains winless, while Israel stunned France 82-69 to improve to 2-1 and emerge as the group's surprise contender. Doncic's historic night ensured Slovenia is still alive in the race. And with the Lakers star leading the way, Slovenia remains a dangerous team that no opponent can afford to overlook. The Los Angeles Lakers entered the summer with speculation swirling around LeBron James. Would he really consider asking out? That narrative has cooled, but it left behind a lingering question. Are the Lakers truly aligned with James' win-now timeline? James' camp has made it clear where he stands. LeBron wants to compete for a championship, Rich Paul told ESPN. He knows the Lakers are building for the future. He understands that, but he values a realistic chance of winning it all. We are very appreciative of the partnership that we've had for 8 years with Jeannie, Bus, and Rob Pelinka, and consider the Lakers as a critical part of his career. That tension between short-term contention and long-term building has fueled one blockbuster trade idea that could dramatically reshape the franchise. A Lakers blockbuster involving Austin Reeves. Sports Illustrated's Alex Kirschenbaum recently floated the possibility of the Lakers packaging Austin Reeves in a deal for Giannis Antetokounmpo, a 9-time All-Star and former MVP currently on a $175 million contract. LA can trade its own 2031 first-rounder, its 2032 second-rounder, and swap rights to its first-round picks in 2026, 28, 30, and 32, Kirschenbaum wrote. Would Reeves, those assets, 2024 first-round pick Dalton Connect, and some contracts be enough to interest Milwaukee? The proposal would cost the Lakers one of their most beloved role players in Reeves, but landing Giannis would unquestionably signal to LeBron that the franchise is all in. The stakes around LeBron James. James has already given the Lakers a championship in 2020. Adding Antetokounmpo could open the door for another, with Giannis still expected to dominate even as he enters his 30s. Former teammate Markieff Morris recently told the $1 Million Worth of Game podcast that he still sees several elite years left in LeBron. What's he right now, 41, 42? He for sure can play until 46, Morris said. That's for fact, that's factual. He's 42, and he's still having the best years of his career. Pairing James with Giannis would create one of the most dominant frontcourts in NBA history and potentially buy LeBron those final years of legitimate title contention. The difficult part, letting go of Reeves. Trading Reeves wouldn't come easy for the Lakers or their fan base. The 26-year-old has carved out a reputation as a grinder who stepped up in big playoff moments. But he is also expected to decline his player option next summer, putting his future in doubt. In that sense, moving him in a Giannis deal could be one of the few ways Los Angeles justifies parting with him. A potential core of LeBron, Giannis, and Luka Doncic, if the Lakers succeed in keeping their options open with Doncic down the line, would be one of the most fearsome trios ever assembled. What comes next for the Lakers? As training camp approaches, the Lakers' dilemma remains the same: commit to winning immediately or hedge for the future. A bold swing for Antetokounmpo would fall firmly into the first camp. It's only a prediction for now. But if the Lakers want to prove to LeBron that they're serious about maximizing his remaining window, this is exactly the kind of headline-grabbing move that would do it.